Hello everyone, I am Sojit Kumar. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is to determine the frequency, density and abundance of the producers of a grassland community by quadrate method. For this practical, we should go to the field. So before going to the field, we should know the theory. You can see in my screen I have given the calculation in the theory part, because this calculation is required after the data collection for calculating. First, it is frequency. The frequency is the number of sampling unit or quadrate in which a given species occur. So it is calculated by frequency equal to number of quadrate in which species occur divided by total number of quadrate studied into 100, whole into 100, multiplication with 100. It is the formula for finding the frequency. Then density. Density is the number of individual per unit area. To find density, we have to do density equal to total number of individual of a species divided by total number of quadrate studied. Third is the abundance. Abundance is the number of individual of a given species for per unit area, or you can say quadrate of occurrence. The formula is abundance equal to total number of individual of a species divided by total number of quadrate of occurrence. These three formula, that is frequency, density and abundance, you can easily understand when I will do at the last after data collection. At that time you can understand more easily how to calculate the frequency, density and abundance. Now third is a procedure. Procedure is simple. The first, a quadrate of suitable size is taken. Quadrate means a suitable size is taken, means a square shaped we should take the frame. It can be wooden frame or iron frame, anything you can take, but it should be square. If it is a rectangle, to make it with the help of the scale, take the measurement and make it a square, because square is the perfect for giving you the record or the data in a at that area, that quadrate square area, under the square area. Second, the quadrate is laid randomly at a number of places in area under study. So we should throw or lay the quadrate randomly. Randomly means when we throw the quadrate, it can fall anywhere around us. That place we should take the record, the how many plant individuals are present. For this we should take plant individual, or for animals, for that is for animals. So we should throw it randomly to get an accurate result. So we should throw it randomly. The space, now third, the species are identified and distinguish them as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Means after throwing the quadrate under the square shaped quadrate, square shaped quadrate, we should identify the species and distinguish the A, B, C, the numbering. We should do numbering. Then fourth is the number of individual of each species at each quadrate are counted and recorded. At last we should count the under this quadrant how many plant species are there. It can be grass, herbs. We should count and take the record of it. So it is a procedure. So let's go to the field. For this practical, I have taken this iron frame. You can see, before going to the field, you should take this type of frame. You can see that my frame, this iron frame, is not in a square shape, it is slightly in rectangular shaped. So with the help of the scale, I have to make it in a square. This is the line. You can see in all the side is a equal size, the square I have made it. So when I will throw this frame in that grassland area, I will only calculate the species which comes under this area, under this square area, this quadrant, this square area. So if you have already have a square shaped, it doesn't require to make it any kind of modification. If it does not have a square shape, it is a rectangular like me, so you should make it a square. It is to get perfect data. So let's go to the field. This is a grassland. In this we will identify the plant species under quadrant after throwing it randomly. We should take 10 quadrant, but I will take 2 to 3 quadrant for making this video, otherwise the video will become longer. So let's throw the quadrant randomly. This is the quadrant. We should throw it randomly to get a perfect result. After throwing, we should identify the plant species that under quadrant how many plant species are there. Now, so this is a Mars Bristol. You can see this species is a Mars Bristol. So Mars Bristol, I have got 1 2 3 4 Mars Bristols in one quadrant. Now this is a hairy finger grass. You can see this is a hairy finger grass. First of all, I will calculate or count this Bristol, Mars Bristol. So I get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you can see I have got Mars Bristol 7 in first quadrant. Then hairy fingers, I have got hairy fingers. Hairy finger means these are the hairy fingers. So now I will count how many hairy fingers are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6. The minimum many is there, but I will take the maximum 6 hairy fingers in first quadrant. And this is a Elephantopas mollis, the only one. First quadrant I have got only one. Now I have taken 3. I have got in the first quadrant 3 plant species. Now I will throw it in another place randomly. I will throw it randomly in another place. Now in this, what are the plant species we have got? Same, the hairy bristles, this Mars Bristol grasses. We get this Azadirachta, then this hairy finger grass, then we got this one kind of a plant. In the second quadrant, this Mars Bristol grasses many are there. So as grasses can grow numerously, so there are numerous grasses present. So I will take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is there, approx 8 I have take in the second quadrant. Now hairy bristles many is there, so anyway I will also take this 8. Now in this second quadrant I have not got the elephant topaz mollis, so in second quadrant it is 0. Now this other term I get only second quadrant, in second quadrant, and it is 1, and this small one 2 3 is there. So in second quadrant I have got other term 3, and in first quadrant I have got 0. In this way, the third quadrant I will make. Now I will throw it randomly in this place. So after throwing the quadrant, this is third quadrant randomly, now we get this hairy finger grasses, then Cyananthellum. In this quadrant only 2 plant species or grass species is found, so they are numerous. So I will write in a third quadrant, that is hairy finger 2, then it is 0. Moss bristle is 0 in the third quadrant. Elephant topaz mollis is also 0. Azoratum is also 0. Now Cyananthellum is the Cyananthellum species, plant species. That this is I've got 1 2 is there, so in third it is 2, before first and second quadrant is 0. So this is the third quadrant. In same way we should find 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 10 rest of the quadrant, rest 7 quadrant in the same way. So I will only show you up to third quadrant how it is found. Now we will find this rest of the quadrant, then we will calculate its abundance, density and frequency. So I have done up to 9th quadrant. So I think that I also show you the 10th quadrant also, as I have shown up to 3rd quadrant. I also show you the 10th quadrant. Now I should throw randomly. Now same you can see in the last quadrant also, maximums are the hairy finger grasses, and others are not present. So most you can see in I have got from the 5th quadrant, you can see this is the Qualis species. I try to show you. You can see this is the Qualis species. So only one is present, and rest of it's the hairy finger grasses. So in the last quadrant you can see all are 0, but only Qualis and hairy fingers grasses are present. The 8 I have taken approx 8 because the numerous grasses are numerous. So for this I have taken only 8, maximum 8 I have taken, and this I have count only 2 is present Qualis, rest of it is 0. So in this way you should count the plant species under quadrant after throwing it randomly. Now we will calculate its frequency, density, all this, then we will come after the conclusion or result. After data collection from the field, you should make in this way the table. You can see first column is the name of the plant species studied. We have studied 6 species, the name. In a second column, number of individual plant species per quadrate. We have studied 10 quadrate, up to 10 quadrate. Then third is the total number of individual studied. Then fourth, number of quadrate where the species present. Fifth, total number of quadrate studied. Then frequency, then abundance, then at last density. As you can see that these are the 6 plant species that we have collected from the field. This is the data collection book that we have collected. First you can see Mars Bristol grass. Mars Bristol grass, scientific name Citeria parviflora. It is a scientific name. Second, Digitaria sanguinalis. Third, Elephantopus mollis. Fourth, Azeratum cornijoides. Fifth, Synthelium cinereum. And sixth and the last, that is Oxalis corniculata. So these are 6 plant specimen that we have collected from the field. You can collect more than 6, it can be more than 6, 12, 13, many species you can collect. And quadrate I have taken 10, you can take 20, 30, as many as you can take. All you have to do, you should take the quadrate that you can see. I have taken all are approx I have taken because you cannot count a numerous present. So in this in the main table I have written the names and the number of plant species present in each quadrate. I have written, you can see already. Now third column, that is a total number of individuals studied. In this column you should write add the number of plant species present in all the quadrate. You can see 7 in first quadrate, 7 for the first species, that is Mars Bristol grass, that is Citeria parviflora, that is in first quadrate is 7, second 8, 4 again in quadrate 6, 4, then is 7 quadrate 0. You should add all this quadrate and number of species, this particular species present in each quadrate. You should calculate it and you should write the total in this column. It is 24. Then second, in the same manner you should also write a second, third, fourth and fifth and sixth species in the same way. You can see in the second, that is 58, 3, 9, 6, 14. Now in the you can see in the fourth quadrant, it is total that is number of quadrate where the species present. This means in which quadrate the species have occurred or present. You can see if I take the first species present in quadrate 1, 2, 4, quadrate 4, then quadrate 6 and quadrate 8. The total is 5 quadrate. In 5 quadrate we have find this particular species. So you should write 5. Second, you can see in every quadrate we have we have found in every quadrate this second species Digitaria sanguinalis, that is common name hairy finger grass. We have got in every quadrant, so it is 10. third we have got only three quadrant. This particular species Azarita also in 3 quadrant, 4 and this all 2 and 5 quadrant. Now in the fifth column you can see the total number of quadrant studied. How many we have studied the quadrant? Total 10 quadrant. You can see up to 10 quadrant we have studied for every plant species, so you should write 10 10 10. Now these three are the main column: frequency, abundance and density. To find this, first I will show you how to find the frequency. As I have said earlier in the starting of the video in the theory, how to calculate the frequency, and also I've said that when we have after collecting the data, it is easier to understand to find the frequency. I will show two plant species of how to find frequency, its abundance and density, and rest of them you can find easily. First you can see that frequency to find number of quadrant in which species occurred divided by total number of quadrant studied, so multiply with 100. For this you can see total number of quadrant in which species occur. You can this part you can take from 1 2 3 4. In the fourth column you can see that number of quadrant where the species present or species occur. It is the number of quadrant in which species occur or present. For the first is 5 divided by total number of quadrant studied. Total number of quadrant we have studied 10 we have studied, and we multiply with 100. Then cancel the 10, then equal to 50 and it is in percent, so 50%. So we have got 50% frequency for the first species. 50%. Now for the second we should do in similar way. That is you can see for the second species, that is hairy finger grass, we have got 10, and we have studied total number of quadrant also 10, and multiply with 100. We also get we have studied 10, and we have got this hairy finger grass in a 10 quadrant, and we have studied total 10 quadrant, and we multiply with 100, then 10 divided by cancel 10, then we get 100, the 100%. So we should write it 100%. I hope you have understand this, that I will repeat again. You can see for the first, if I take the first species, the number of quadrant in which species occur means the number of quadrant, how many quadrant the species have occurred or present. For the first species, that is in 5, that you can see in the fourth column, 5 in 5 quadrant, total number in 5 quadrant we have got the Mars Bristol grass in a 5 quadrant. So write the 5, and total quadrant we have studied 10, then divided by 10 into 100, then after cancelling we get 50%. We say written 50%. In similar way for second we have got the hairy fingered grass in 10 quadrant, and so write 10, and we have studied total number of quadrant 10 divided by 10 into 100, and we get 100%. In this way you should calculate the frequency. In similar way you should calculate the rest of the species frequencies. In this way you should find the rest of the frequency. You can say I have find that is 30%, 20%, 50%. Now you should find the abundance. Abundance of the first species formula is abundance total number of individual of a species divided by total number of quadrate of occurrence. This means that total number of individual of a species means total number of individual we have got for the first species, that is total, you can say total number of individual we got 24. 24 means we should write in there 24, the total number of individual of a species 24. Now divided by what is the total number of quadrate of occurrence. Total number of occurrence means the first species in how many quadrate that is occur, 5 quadrate, it occurs in 5 quadrate. So divided by 5, so divided by, after dividing it we will get 4.8. 4.8 it is the abundance of for the first plant species, that is marsh bristol grass. Now for second plant species I am doing here only, that is we have got a total is 58 divided by how many we got 10. You have got 10 divided by 10, then the answer is 5.8. For the second plant species it is 5.8. In the same way we should calculate the rest of the plant species abundance. So you can see I have found the rest of the species abundance. Now our last work to find the density. To find density, the formula is density equal to total number of individual of a species divided by total number of quadrate studied. Total number of quadrate studied we know that is 10. Total number of quadrate we have taken 10. So for the first species if you take we have got first species 24. So we will write 24 and total number of quadrate we studied 10. Then the answer will be 2.4. 2.4 will be the answer, that is density for the first species is 2.4. 2.4. In same way we should calculate the second species, that is you can see 58 divided by 10 we will get 5.8. second we will get 0.3, then 0.9, then 0.6, and at last we will get 1.4. So in this way we should calculate the frequency, abundance and density of the plant species but with the help of the quadrate method. So now the conclusion of this practical is this quadrate. We should get a conclusion also. The conclusion is, so this is the conclusion. So you should write in a conclusion that from the above calculation of the 6 given plant species we can see that there is a high rate of frequency in the specimen 2. Specimen 2, you can see this is the specimen 2, which is a hairy fingered grass. Specimen 2, which is 100%, frequency is 100%, that dominate the other species. Also in terms of abundance, the field is being dominated by the specimen 2 with the highest abundance, that is 5.8. I have circled it, 5.8. In terms of density also it is high, that is we have got the density of this species, specimen 2 is 5.8, occupies the highest position of the density. So therefore that is Digitaria sanguinalis. Whenever you write the name of any plant or animals, its scientific name, you should underline the scientific name of the specimen. Otherwise, if you forgot to underline the scientific name, the examiner will cut your marks. It is very important to underline it. So therefore the Digitaria sanguinalis, that is hairy finger grass species, has highest rate of frequency, abundance and density than the other plant. This is the conclusion. I hope you have understand this very nicely. I have made this video on this topic because many of the students get difficulty how the quadrant method or the data collection with the quadrant method is done. Many of them search in YouTube, in internet, but they does not get a perfect video or perfect information. So through this video I have supply the information, some important knowledge of this spectacle, how this spectacle is done, this data collection through the quadrant method is done. So I hope you have understand today's video. If you like my video, give a like, comment and share with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. If you are new, then subscribe it to get more notification of my new video whenever it is uploaded in my channel. So thank you, have a nice day.